Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, and this is the French Tier 8 light tank, the autoloader, the AMX 1390. I'm platooning in this game with two very good friends of mine, beautiful Mustang, the friendly Tugboat, which you can see a photo of the three of us on the left hand side of your screen. That photo was taken a while ago. Tugboat doesn't look that rough, and Mustang right now is even more beautiful than she looks right there. We're on Stalingrad. Normally when I platoon with people, they're the ones that do the damage. But obviously, when I do the damage, I put it on YouTube. So you can see on the list on the left hand side of the screen, Mustang's in her Object 704. Tugboat has insisted on driving Scumbag Artillery, the French Tier 9 artillery, and I'm in my trusty little AMX 1390, which of recent times I've had some really good games in this thing. It's a different kind of light tank. It's not like the AMX ELC or the American light tanks or the German light tanks or any of the other light tanks. It really is a different kettle of fish altogether, mainly because of the autoloader. 6 shells, and I think the shells can do a couple of hundred damage each, so long as you shoot the right person in the right place when you do the damage. So Stalingrad, it's a relatively new map, but I've had a number of games on it, mainly on clan wars, and quite often going the beach in a light tank or in a medium tank is the way to do it. But it looks to me like the beach could be the place to go, so long as you don't fall off the railway line and break your tracks like I've just done. So going down the southeast flank, the scores are even, with nobody's been killed yet, so I'm going down here, try to have a look. Looking at the map, I've probably this is probably the first of two big mistakes that I make in this game. I've probably overextended myself a little bit too much. Obviously this time I get away with it, but coming up these, there's a lot of little ridgeways, a lot of little valleys on these hills where you can climb up with a bit of cover either side of your tank. So if you're trying to do a bit of spotting, or if you're in a medium tank and you're trying to do some flanking damage, you can get away with it. But you can see with 6 cents just gone off. We are winning 2-0. I've been spotted where I am, and I'm right back in the corner. It's time to unload into this flock. He's a tier 10, it's a tier 10 tank destroyer, but I need to get out of here because he's now pointing at me. He's fired, I reload, I hit the reload button. Even though we have 6 shells in this magazine, just because you have 6 shells, you don't have to fire all of them before you hit the reload button. Now you can see that flock was chasing me. You can see him, he's behind me now. He's following me. I've still got 15 seconds before I reload my shells. I'm hoping that other people are going to be shooting at me. There's a number of other tanks on my side that are along the beach. Mustang's just been killed by the Waffenträger Alpha E100. And this flock is now looking at me, and he gets me for 750, which is more than half my health. That's the thing with the French light tanks, or with any light tank, you really don't have a great deal of health to play with. But I knock him out by getting behind him and using my mobility as an advantage, and I kill one of the more threatening tanks on the enemy side. You can see on the scoreboard we're now winning 9-4. And this is the part of the game where I head towards their flag. I'm not on my own. There is another 1 or 2 tanks on my side near their flag. It looks like it's the other 1390 as well as the Bacho. Now at 10-4, maybe the smart thing to do would have been to just sit on the cap and cap out the scoreboard and try and win the game. But look at the score, we're winning 10-4. I've also got a full clip ready to go. I've got plenty of ammunition. My health is on the low side, so I need to make sure that I am, if I do tried to do any damage to the enemy tanks, I need to make sure that they're not pointing their gun at me. With 350 health in a tier 10 match, any one of the tanks that are left can kill me with one shot. Now I drive past this little intersection and I see the Waffentrager Alpha E100 sitting there, but he's just aimed at me. So what I need to do is get back behind the corner and shoot him again. But not long ago I saw that his gun was facing the other way, so I need to get in there and make the most of my 6-clip magazine and do as much damage as I can to him. Unfortunately for me, the last shell that I put into him bounced, and if that had bounced I would have killed him and I would have been no problems at all. But now he's obviously reloading as well, which is what my mod pack is telling me, but he's also trying to ram me. I've only got 240 health left. Here's a big German tank destroyer. Now I'm down to 27 health, but I know just from his reaction, from his body language, that he is reloading just as well as I am. Now I'm fully reloaded, I start to head back towards our flag. Heading back towards our flag, this is where I make my second crucial error in this game, or the second error that I can see. I know that the STI is capping our base. The Batchat, he could be anywhere. We don't know where the Batchat is, but he was last spotted not far from our base. So what I'm about to do now is basically charge the STI. I'm thinking that our AMX 30 might not die. I'm thinking that he might be able to reset the base at least once. I know he's reloaded, I know he's ready to go, but it looks like he might have bounced him. The STI, actually it was the Batchat that killed him, so I didn't realise the STI would be reloaded. I charge the base, the STI kills me. Unfortunately for me, what could have been an even better game, you can see on my damage counter I've done 2,500 damage just about. Unfortunately the STI kills me. However, we're winning 14-11, so it's pretty hard to lose from that situation. But our object 704 is heading back to our flag. Our Waffentrager is sitting on the enemy cap just in case, which is a good idea, just to sit on the enemy flag just in case. And the Waffentrager kills the Batchat in the end. And in the end we have a reasonably comfortable win at 15-11. Now looking at the battle results at the end of the game, you can see even though I was killed, I did 2,440 damage with a base XP of 998. Now you can see later on that gets multiplied to close to 3,000, which would have been because of my premium account and my daily double. Tugboat does 1,577 damage with a kill, and unfortunately for Mustangs, he got the raw end of the deal and with an early departure, which is in no way conducive to what she normally does. Normally between the three of us we have not only a good laugh, but we normally put a fair bit of damage into the enemy tanks, and generally between the three of us, well generally those two, they do a decent amount of damage in a normal game, and I generally end up making the early sacrifice. Looking at the final page of the battle results, 25,000 bottom line profit from my win. You can see there that the 998 XP with my premium account got multiplied to 1497, and it must have been a daily double because I ended up with nearly 3,000 XP for the game. Thank you for watching. I enjoy playing light tanks, even though I'm not very good at them, and normally I don't do that well in a light tank, but getting the top damage or the top XP in a tier 10 match using my tier 8 French light tank is just awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the photo. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.